Hello everybody, my name is Siege and we're back baby, back in Ark Survival Ascended with another 100-day challenge for you all. I'm going to take a moment right now to say if you haven't watched my first 100 days on the island, go do that now. I'll leave a link down in the description for you, but this playthrough will be a direct continuation of where I left off at the end of that video. This time, however, I have to test myself and see if I can defeat the rest of the bosses, both Megapithicus and Dragon, on Alpha difficulty before sending off the map, all before the day counter reaches 200. Let's see if I have what it takes. So, for context, I started this 200-day playthrough on February 28th, the day that the Gigantoraptor was released on the Ark. So, day 101 was spent, flying around the island for hours and waiting for the new dino to spawn in before then trying to tame it. I knew the basics of how to tame it, how I needed to throw out some eggs to distract the mother, so before I had gone out searching, I grabbed a few Rex eggs and tried to find a decent level. The highest I could find, though, was a 135. But for my first Gigantoraptor tame, it wasn't bad. Could have been a whole lot worse. I could have found a level 5. Seriously, I find more level 5 dinos on this map than on any other level. It's very annoying. The mechanics, though, were surprisingly fun, too. I mean, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, to be honest. Like I said previously, I started this playthrough at the end of February, so some of you might be wondering why I waited so long to post this video. That was because of all the setbacks of the other maps. Originally, my plan was to plan the center for the next challenge, but then that got pushed back, so I decided to do 200 days on the island while waiting for the next map, which was Scorched Earth. Then, when Scorched Earth dropped, I didn't edit down this video because I wanted to start my 100 days on that map, which is out right now in case you haven't seen that. Go watch that video after this. But finally, here we are 4 months later, and I'm finally editing down the video. I finished back in March. Just to let you all know beforehand, I'll be back to posting Ark streams come September 4th when Aberration comes out. That will be my next 100-day playthrough. Anyways, back to the video. Once my very own Gigantoraptor was grown up, I named him Bojangles because why not? Then, I spent the next 4 days finishing up my base because finally, Wildcard fixed the save glitch and I could actually do stuff and not lose any progress. At the end of day 105, the main shell of my base was complete, but If I wanted to start making any real progress towards defeating the alpha bosses and ascending off the map, I needed 7 more artifacts, which means it was time for me to go splunking. So for the next, 4 days, that's exactly what I did. I wanted to get the rest of the land artifacts before worrying about the last 2 in the ocean, so I started with the Skylord Cave, which was a breeze. After that, it was Devourer over on Carno Island, the Peck, which was the land water cave, the Immune over in the Redwoods, and then finally the Strong over in the Snow Biome. Although, I'll warn you, some of these clips are a little janky because the entire stream got corrupted, so there might be a few moments where your screen bugs out. Just to let you know, that's on my part, not yours, so don't worry, the rest of the video is fine. For some reason, my stream decided to crap itself when I went to get the artifacts. Just my luck, I guess. You'll see it during the pack cave especially, but since the screen is all glitchy, you couldn't really tell what I was doing, so I'll just tell you. There's a little shortcut to the artifact along the front wall of that main water chamber, so I climbed up there with the Admiral and yoinked that sucker before getting the hell out of Dodge. After the pack cave, it was off to the swamp cave with gas masks galore. I had just enough materials left over to make a few of them, so once I was suited up, I went in and prayed that no arthroplurs would destroy my armor. You know, I haven't done these island caves in well over a year, so it was kind of nice to do them again. Not gonna lie. Listen, I may have got lost just a tiny bit, and took me longer than I care to admit to find the artifact, but I eventually got there, which meant I only had 1 more to go on land. Probably the hardest cave there is, though, so I had to come up with a plan. I decided that I was going to take in a Yudi with me, since their Furor can get the Polovia out of the ground, but I didn't want to bring Ute, my main boss Yudi, so I bred out another one and named her Banana Pudding. Listen, I can feel your judgmental stare through the screen right now. Banana Pudding is an amazing name, and I will not stand for the slander against her. You understand? I sure hope so. Because Banana Pudding is the real MVP of the series. I'm not lying. You'll understand by the end of this video why that is. Banana Pudding ain't afraid to put in the work. Let's just say that and leave it there. When she was done growing up, it was day 110 and we flew on over to the snow cave and walked her right in. Instantly, though, we were bombarded with polar bears, wolves, and Polovia, but Banana Pudding ain't no slouch, and she dealt with them very effectively. Sure, did we have to stop a couple times to heal up? Most definitely. But still, I believe this is the most effective way for a single player to do this cave. Get yourself an imprinted Yudi with a decent saddle and call it a day. Nothing extravagant really happened in the cave, not a few red drops and all that, but by the time I got to the artifact room, I had been on the game for most of the day, and it was getting pretty late, so as soon as I got to the chamber with the artifact, killed everything, grabbed the artifact, said goodbye to the stream, and then logged off, right there in the cave. Listen, I was tired, okay? The next day when I got on, I spent most of day 111 finishing up my water pen because I needed a safe place to breed out an imprinted Basilo, which was the next thing on the itinerary. After finishing with the build, I went out and tamed 2 high-level Basilos near my base, a level 145 female and a 135 male. Once I got them though, I didn't stop there. Since I was already in the ocean, I decided to start taming up most of the underwater creatures too because, there's an achievement that needs you to tame every dino in Ark, and I didn't really want to go back in the ocean if I didn't have to. I tamed up a 150 Plesiosaur, I'm pretty sure. It was a level 150 Mosa or something like that. It was pretty low. A very low level Dunk, I think 25 or something, and a max level Anglerfish. I still needed to tame a Tuso and Neopleurodon, but those could wait for another day. Right now, my focus was on getting the last 2 artifacts. By the end of day 112, I had finally made my way back to base and had started up the breeding process of the Basilos, but as soon as it ticked on over to day 113, when the first gestation process was complete, I got exactly what I was waiting for. For melee. So in the 40... Did you get a mutation? Holy crap, you did. 39, 40, 41. Oh, that has better... Please tell me... Yep, this is the one. Mutation on the first one. And it's a health one, so it's better. Oh, yo. After my imprinted basilisk was all grown up, I wasted no time before heading on off to the underwater caves. I first got the artifact of the cunning out of the way. Then, after that, on day 115, I had to swim all the way around the island to get to the brute cave. But with an imprinted basilisk, it wasn't really any trouble at all. For days 116 and 117, though, I spent the time swimming around the ocean and trying to find everything I need to summon in the bosses. I was trying to aim to defeat Alpha Tech Cave, too. But I'll tell you right now, that didn't go exactly as planned. You see, I found Alpha Megalodons, Alpha Mosas, but for the life of me, I kid you not, there was zero Alpha Tusos or Lead Sicknesses spawning in my world. There were times I spent hours going around the island in future days, but I found nothing. Nothing! And without those Apex drops, I couldn't defeat Alpha Tech Cave. I was really kind of bummed, too. But the challenge was to defeat the island in 200 days, to ascend off the map, and I couldn't change the fact those alphas weren't spawning in for me. I had limited time to do everything else. So, my dreams of beating Alpha Tech Cave would have to be set aside for now, because I needed to focus on the other two alpha boss fights I need to complete first. But before all of that, I wanted to finish up my base. Just a little bit. It was still kind of bare, so once I got back up to the surface, I made some metal dedicated storage boxes from Klinger's Additional Structures mod. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. Or at least I think that's the name of it. There'll be a mod list in the description for you if you want to check it out. But I also made myself a little workshop and everything. Everything I'd need to work was placed down, and I even moved literally all my items from the main house to the back workshop, which took me forever. After I was done with all that, I spent the rest of the time breeding and hatching out babies. Which is exactly what I happen to do for the next 10 in-game days. Breeding. You know, you really shouldn't be surprised at this point. Listen, I knew that my Rexes were pretty strong, alright? They had over 10 melee mutations and 5 health ones, but I also knew they could be even stronger than that. While I was hatching out Rexes, though, I was also breeding up RGs. I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea why I was doing this. I guess I wanted a stronger Argentavis or something like that, but there's really no point, because in 10 days, I get something 20 times better than an RG. Like, honestly, I spent so long trying to get RG mutations, and I have no idea why. It was months ago, and I've completely forgotten my original reason. Anyways, that's literally all I did for 10 days. Like I said, I basically sat AFK for hours on end, waited for a couple hundred eggs to appear before mass hatching them all. I mean, on day 126, I did take a little break to go tame a 120 giga, but that's not the point. The point is, I was breeding for days on end. It's not like I could use a giga anyway. I just wanted it. You don't see many high-level gigas around, so I really couldn't pass it up. Back on track, though. It was, it wasn't completely wasted either, because by the end of it, I got a few mutations on my RG line, even though I didn't need them, and I got another health mutation, which got me up to 6 health and 12 melee on my Rexes. Day 131 was spent looking for another Quetzal and Giga, so I could have a breeding pair of them, but much like the RGs, I don't know why I spent so long breeding them. I didn't use them once. I mean, okay, I used the Quetzals a few times, but not a lot. Not enough to warrant me going out to tame better ones to breed up for the perfect stats. This was months ago, though, and the only thing I can think would be my reasoning was, well, just to say I had them. Like stated in many of my other 100-day videos, I'm an ARC breeder at heart, and to me, it's like an addiction. I just can't stop. So, the breeding continued on all the way up till day 136 until I decided enough was enough and I wanted to get myself a Rhino, the best flyer in ARC. But, before I could do that, I needed one creature that would make taming one so much easier. So I went out to look for high-level Brontos to to tame. And once I had a breeding pair, can you guess what I did next? Yep, more breeding. This is where most of my hours in Ark comes from, across both Evolved and Ascended. So, I spent the next few days hatching out baby Brontos until I got the perfect stats on a new mating pair. Once that was done, and I had fully raised a surrogate that would be used as the incubator for my Rhino, I built some new structures from a concrete building mod. Like I said before, I don't remember the name of any of these mods I use as of this moment in time, so it will be in the description below. Hopefully, if I remember. After I had everything done though, and the mother all ready to go along with the pheromone gland from the male rhino, it was time for me to get myself my very own flying insect. The first one I've ever tamed legit in both Ark Survival Evolved and Ascended. I had been killing low-level rhinos whenever I've seen them across both playthroughs on the island, and I knew that I wanted to eventually tame my own, but finally, my hard work paid off because I found a level 140 female rhino not far from where I built my little outpost. So, with Houdini III, I lured the bug over to the outpost and used a net projectile, which I added with a mod, to subdue the giant bug and get its health down below 100. Once that was done, I got my Bronto and waited for it to become untamed before feeding the pheromone to the Bronto and letting the bug impregnate a long-necked reptile. Due to my maturation settings, it didn't take long for the rhino to be birthed, which meant every 30 or so seconds, something like that, there was something it craved, but I had been prepared and brought over everything a rhino could want and kept one of each in my inventory while I waited. The rhino came out as a level 190 base, which wasn't bad. I got in a good 5 or so craving feedings before it hatched, and considering a perfect tame 140 was a 209, I would gladly take a 190 rhino. Gladly. I didn't even have to wait that long. By the end of day 140, the little bug had grown up already. The next few days were spent getting ready to take on the Megapithicus boss. All 3 of them. I wanted to have enough element to mess around with on my own time, so I decided to just do all 3 of them, along with the Dragon Boss. You'll see shortly that my first attempt at Alpha Dragon, though, didn't go that well. But first, we had an army to raise. As soon as the army was grown up, I sat at base for a day or so to collect more eggs so I could use those babies to level up my new army. Is it a tad bit brutal? Mayhaps. Is it weird that I'm feeding the army what are essentially their siblings? Of course. But that's just breeding mechanics in Ark for you, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing you or I can do about it. As they say, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. After that, though, I had to get more Apex drops, so we could do these bosses multiple times. So, after the army was fully raised, I went on Bishop, my new Rhino, and farmed up everything I'd need to spawn in these last 2 bosses 3 times over. I was pretty lucky too because I had been searching for Gigas and Karkas for like a few days at this point, but I finally found one just before I was going to defeat the Megapithicus. We're just gonna go. Oh yeah, all these guys are fitting in. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah. Bro's gone. $800 a pop? Yeah. Disintegrated. Let's go. Why am I not getting the thingamabob? Oh, look at that. There we go. Oh, I got the tech rifle. Nice. There's the generator. Let's go. Let's go. Why am I not getting the guardian thing? This thing. I was like right on top of it. Alright, let's go. Don't poop! Don't poop! Just in case. I cannot see a thing. There we go. I don't know why I'm not getting the thing. Oh, look at that. There we go. Alright, I don't know why I'm not getting the guardian thing. I don't know why this... Oh, hey, Quetzal. Oh! Ain't no way. Ain't no way that I just flew up here to grab metal and I find a 140 Giga and a 150 Quetzal. Do I tame it? Do I tame it? You know what? Why not? You know, why not? Why not? You know what? Change of plans. We'll get metal later. We'll get metal later. Right now, we're going over there. And we're gonna see if those gigas have better stats than my perfect team. My perfect stat ones. And if they do, they're getting added to the breeding pile. I can't pass that up. Do you that is literally a 150 Quetz. You know how long I spent looking for Quetzals and Gigas? And two of them just spawn around the same exact mountain. That's insane. Listen, we're doing that. All right, we are doing that first. End of story. I mean, yeah, sure. After I came back from the boss fight, I found a 140 Giga and a 150 Quetzal. But let me tell you, what happens next definitely put a damper on my mood. And yeah, I was happy that I killed all 3 gorillas. But watching back these clips and knowing what comes next, it's just you should watch for yourself because I can't. It's not my proudest moment. You dummies! Oh no. Oh no, this is going bad. No! Where are they all going? No! Oh no! Come on. No! We still haven't. Come on. Come on! Why are you running? Alright. Hey, we're back. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. Alright? Oh my god. You saw nothing. None of you saw anything. That didn't happen. Do you understand me? You saw nothing. Nothing happened. We didn't do anything. No, you're wrong. You're all wrong, alright? You're all wrong. It didn't happen. It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. It didn't happen. Oh. Listen. Shh. We're not ready for Dragon yet. We're not ready. If we probably won't be. Oh, man. Okay. Surely we got this one. Surely we got this one. Oh, hi, buddy. Okay. You know what? You stay right there. You stay right there, buddy. You stay right there. There you go, buddy. There you go. There we go. This is more like it, buddy. This is more like it. Yes, come on. I have to be ready to whistle past it as soon as he flies. No! Boss 3! He's gonna fly as soon. Oh no! We got it! Oh, we got it! All of you, right here. Nice. Oh, we did it. That's all I care about. That is literally all I care about. Yeah, like I said, not my most proudest of moments, but, you know, power of your last save point, I guess. And hey, it's not cheating. I was simply using my resources. That's it. But after defeating Gamma Dragon and the embarrassment of Alpha, I made my way home, farmed the metal I wanted to before getting distracted, and then made myself a tech generator. After my failure to defeat Alpha Dragon, I decided to try and raise up a Therizino army since I still had a mating pair for my first 100 days. Since they're herbivores, the dragon does less damage to them, and since veggie cakes are a thing, they can heal up rather quickly. Add in the fact I have 140 armor saddle BP, I was fairly confident I could kill Alpha Dragon once I had a few mutations. The first few days I actually got really lucky. It seemed I had at least one mutation popping out per day. That could have also been due to the fact I had 10 females popping out eggs, but you wouldn't see me complaining. the Therizino army became super overpowered. I believe by the end of day 155, I had 3 health mutations and 2 melee mutations. Day 156, though, was around the time the ARC TV show dropped and when the Dear Jane notes had been released. So, taking a quick break from breeding, I went out to find a new Explorer note for the lore. I'm a pretty big sucker for lore. Just ask any of my friends who play Destiny with me. It's really a problem. Anyways, I wanted to try and maximize the amount of veggie caves I could produce since I was also going to need them for the tech cave. So, days 156 through 159 was spent making a new greenhouse, placing down more crop plots to increase my veggie harvest, destroying my old greenhouse since it was too far away from my workshop now, and moving over basically everything I needed to ensure I had hundreds of cakes ready to go for the boss fights. I'll be honest, watching back these clips, I'm actually really proud of this main base I had going on. I know I've said it before, but I've literally never been this happy about any sort of build in Ark. Never. But I'm genuinely really happy. The build in this game is so much better. After I was done with everything though, I used up the rest of the time I had to simply breed up more Therizinos. For the next 5 days, I kid you not, I flew around with Bishop and drop hunted. That day I couldn't sleep, right? So I'm pretty sure it was around 4 in the morning where I said to hell with it and just got onto Ark and started streaming. I spent all of that early morning drop hunting. I even kept going after the stream ended just a bit to see if I could grab a few more good items before logging off and taking a power nap. Nothing really great happened. I didn't get that much better items, but I did get a slightly better shotgun and sniper. But the most important thing I got was a very good metal sword. That sword would be the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm not lying. And do you want to know why that is? Well, it all started with a deer. Yes, you heard me, a deer. I wasn't all that confident that I had enough mutations to defeat Alpha Dragon, so I went online and I looked up the best way to defeat Alpha Dragon solo. I found the best video ever. It was one of Teach's guides. He's a YouTuber who makes, well, guides for other players, and there was one video with him defeating Alpha Dragon with nothing but a sword and a stag. As soon as I saw the video, you know I had to try it out myself to see if it actually worked. So I went to the snow biome and found a mating pair of deer. I didn't want like a mutated one or anything, I just wanted to imprint one so it could have better resistance. So once I had said stag, I leveled it up with some of the leftover Rex eggs I had lying around for getting ready to kill the dragon in the most fun and unique way I have ever seen before. I'll just let the clip roll for you. Oh, okay, let's go. God, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on, dragon. You got nothing on me on Apollo, huh? What are you gonna do about it, chicken? You little rat. Flying rat with wings. That's what a flying rat is, yes, with wings. Siege, good job. Come on. I'm right here. What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do about it? You just gonna land? No. There we go. Let's keep going, buddy. Let's do it. I don't know why you've landed first. But listen, I'm fine with that. Come on. This is amazing, man. Ow! That's over half! Oh my god! Come on, buddy. Let's do this. We got this. Alpha Dragon, let's go. You got nothing on me, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. What do you got on me, Dragon? Huh? What do you got on me? You got nothing. You got nothing. Yes! I beat Alpha Dragon. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my god. That was amazing. Did you see that? Oh my god. Then we're gonna do beta. Let's go. Let's get this done. Man, this is easy. This is easy mode. Let's go, buddy. Let's do it. You got nothing on this sword. This sword is the best thing that's ever happened to me. 6,000 a pop. Look at that. That's insane, man. That's 18,000 damage per second. Roughly, give or take 18,000 damage. That's insane. I love this. Come on, Dragon. Yes! Look at it, Beta Dragon! Oh my god. That's another... Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's really... That's... Yeah, I didn't come up with this idea, right? I found it on a video. I'm pretty sure it was Teach's guide. But yeah, it was definitely Teach's guide. He did this, and I'm like, oh, I have to do it. If Dragon's this easy, I have to do it. Oh my god. This is why I love this game. This is why I love this game. Oh yeah, well there we go. All 3 bosses. Look at that. Every tech engram. Now I'm gonna go back and let's make that tech stub right now. Yep, that's right. I killed Alpha Dragon with nothing but a stag and a sword. That has got to be one of the best achievements I've ever done in Ark. That should be an official achievement. Defeat Alpha Dragon with a sword. And, well, listen, even if it isn't, I'm counting it as one, because that fight was the most fun I've ever had in a boss arena. Hands down. After that, though, there was only one more challenge left for me until I accomplished my goal. I needed to defeat the Overseer. And for that, well, I needed to make my fairies a bit stronger, so after a quick break while taming a Karkar, which would come in handy for the tech cave, I spent the next few days grinding up the materials to make all the saddles I need, along with breeding out more melee mutations on the Therizinos. It didn't take me nearly as long as it did with the Rexes, to be fair, but that's because I only have one female for the Rexes, and they have to lay one egg at a time. I only search for male mutated Theris, so I can always get more eggs quicker with my 10 females. Days 181 through 190 were spent hatching out the army. I had finally gotten enough mutations where I was pretty comfortable going into the tech cave with them, so I started to hatch out the other half of the army that would march alongside my Rexes. The Therizinos had about 9 health mutations and 10 melee ones, which base stats came around 10k health and 500 melee without imprinting bonus, so these guys were pretty strong. They were almost as strong as my Rexes, and I spent 200 days breeding them up. For the Therizinos, I literally have only been breeding them, 50 days? Around there? And they could easily contend with the Rexes I have. Easily. So, I knew that an army mixed with those two creatures, along with my Uties, Banana Pudding, and Ute Ute, a few Daedons, and a car to deal with the actual tech cave, and we were looking pretty good. It sucks I wouldn't be able to test these guys out in Alpha Tech Cave, but like I said, I couldn't find an Alpha Tuso or Lead Sickness for the life of me, so normal Tech Cave was what I was gonna do. P.S. I know I could have done beta, but at the time of doing these streams, I had like completely ignored beta and like just brushed it off. In my mind, there was only two difficulties, Alpha and Gamma, and since I couldn't find the materials for Alpha, well, Gamma it was. Looking back now, I probably should have done beta. God, I'm such an idiot. After all of that, though, I'm gonna be real with you. I tried to find something to pass the time. I decided that I wanted to make something out of metal. So I farmed up loads of metal and made a metal base. You can probably tell I'm just trying to find something to get that day counter up because honestly, why would I ever make a new base when my first one was so amazing? But well, I did it anyways, even though I literally never used it. Ever. I didn't have like any idea on how I wanted it to look. So for days 191 through 198, I mainly just winged it and, prayed for the best. It wasn't the worst building I've ever made, and by all accounts it was pretty cool, but I was never going to use it. Especially since now, the world data has been deleted and all that island progress is bye-bye. But I still went through with it, even though I spent a lot of time AFK just waiting for it to pass on over to day 199. But eventually, after hours of building a metal base I didn't need, it was finally time. Before we head on into the boss fight, let me just take this moment to thank you all for reaching this far in the video. You watching just makes my day, it really does. Just a reminder that I'll be starting back up the ARC streams come September 4th when Aberration drops. Hopefully, you can expect that 100-day video around the beginning of November. If you want, you can stop by the stream when I go live and watch my progress yourself, but no promises I'll respond if you comment. I get pretty locked in when I play ARC. I've kept you long enough, though. So without further ado, let's see if I have what it takes to defeat the Overseer. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final stream. The final stream of the 200-day playthrough. As you can see, it is day 199. Just turned 199. I have everything in my inventory. We got extra food. We got this stuff. And this stuff. Alright. We're going to head in there. And yeah. We're just going to go for it. There we go. We're in. Passive for now. Oh yeah, imprinted really works wonders here. Yeah, okay. Still have 3, right? Yep, I do. Come on. These guys. All right. Come on, everybody. Okay, I need everybody to be whistled. Attack my target. Here we go! Overseer! Let's go. Banana Pudding's going at it. Look at him. Look at Banana Pudding go. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Alright, all of you will stop. There you go. Come on. There you go. Sorry about that. Didn't mean... There you go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. We got the dragon weight done first, so it should be fine. All right. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, here you go. What in the world? What? I'm right there. That's dumb. I'm... There you go. Here they come. What are you doing, DG Boss 5? Come on. We're almost there. We are almost there. Yes! We did it! Come on, everybody follow me. Here we are. We did it! This was it! Oh, yeah. Atlas. Take my element. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Yes! We did it! I got a plus 10 levels too, because we got all the Explorer notes. Look at that. Oh, we're ascending, boys. We're ascending. Let's go. Oh, that music. Here we go. Scorched Earth. Here I come, baby. Here I come. Let's go. Oh my God, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. I got a Phiomia. Oh no, that's disgusting. Oh, why? Why would you have to be a Phiomia of all things? That was it, ladies and gentlemen. I completed the island map, killed all alpha bosses, and would have killed Alpha Overseer if I had found that alpha squid and whale, but I still killed the Overseer, so it counts. Well, I hope I would have killed Alpha, but I felt pretty confident knowing how fast my creatures tore through Gamma. Again, I just want to thank those of you who sat through this entire video and watched me play Ark. Watched me breed, more like it, but that's who I am, and I ain't ashamed to admit that. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider sticking around. I have more art content coming very soon that you'll enjoy, and hey, check out some of my other videos. I don't just play by myself, you know. I do have friends, despite what some people might think. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think my next 100-day challenge should be, and I'll consider doing it. But until next time, everyone, this is Siegebreaker, signing off. Take care, folks.